Hello, Barmy Badger Army.
Hello!
Welcome to today's show. We have Suzi with us today, which will be amusing. And we also have Nick.
Well, hello there.
Hello. Yes, today we're going to be talking about the shortage of wet wipes and toilet rolls. Ooh. And we're also going to be talking about Nick's adventures as a policeman actor man.
Nice.
And we're also going to be talking about, what, Nick?
What else are we going to be talking about? Oh, curfews.
Curfews!
It's all going to
Boo!
be... Yes. How we're all going to have to go home early because it's going to be way past our bedtimes.
Yes, yes. No staying up after 10 o'clock for you, scallywags. Right. Let's talk about it. So, tell us about the shortage of wet wipes in the shops.
Right, so I was extremely pissed off the other day. I went to Tesco's to get my wet wipes.
Right.
And there wasn't any.
There was no wet wipes in
Right,
Tesco's.
let me be specific. There was no non-fragranced wet wipes.
No, which
Only
are the
fragranced.
fragrance ones are terrible, aren't they? Why would you want fragrance wet wipes? If you wipe it across your face, then you get that horrible taste in your mouth.
Yeah, wipe it on your bum, get a big rash. That's no fun, is it?
No, that's no fun. Not very sensitive at all.
Why we go for non-fragrance?
Non-fragrance
So
is far better.
Asda's, I'm a bit pissed off at the moment. I'm not going to lie. Please, can you restock the non-fragrance wet wipes?
Yes, Tesco's, we're after you.
And Asda's, you have been warned.
Asda's, we're watching. Many other places do stock wet wipes.
We hope.
We hope.
Yes.
Yes, fingers crossed. So, Nick, tell us about the shortage of loo roll.
There
Is that
is-
happening again?
There is speculation. I think, to be honest with you, I think right now it's just a few shops that have run out of it.
Okay.
But there we go. The thing is, when we had the big shortage back in March,
During the war.
a lot of it was down to panic caused by people photographing empty shelves in
I didn't do that
supermarkets.
because that would be terrible, wouldn't it?
Didn't you?
I didn't.
If you've watched one of our previous,
do it.
if you watched one of our videos back in March, still available floating around on this channel somewhere,
Yes.
then you will have noticed that a certain person on this bench admitted to doing that, and was
Whoops.
scolded by a certain other person on this bench.
Yes, indeed. Yes, that was very wrong, wasn't I? Incited panic buying.
The one thing I would say, people, is posting photos like that. I know it had good comedy value at the time, but unfortunately, it probably ended up causing more problems than laughs.
Oh dear, terrible.
So yes, and if any people involved in logistics who work for supermarkets, then make sure you start stocking up on your loo roll and especially non-fragranced wet wipes.
That's right.
I mean,
And-
come on, people.
That's right. And when I went to Aldi last night, or Lidl it was, I believe, Lidl, there was a lot of stuff missing. So I do worry that people are starting to panic buy again and we are going to be in trouble. I do think that is going to be a legitimate thing. So remember, if this does hit off again and we're all in trouble again, please remember, only take your fair share. There are going to be people that are in shielding and things like that will need that food.
And the elderly, please.
And
bear
the
them in
elderly,
mind.
Yes, indeed.
yes, because unfortunately, you don't need to leave 10 lasagnas in your freezer.
And the chances are that supermarkets will probably start restricting items.
That's
if
right.
that does happen.
I'm restricted.
So the idea, so the key thing is, people, stop it happening sooner.
That's right. That's right indeed. So what else are we going to talk about today, Nick?
What
Can I
else are we
pause
going to
you
talk
there?
about?
I'm so sorry. How do you pronounce it? Aldi or Aldi?
Aldi.
Oh, now this is a debate. I call it Aldi.
Okay,
thing
let's
is-
rewind slightly. Now, Nick, I want to hear what you're going to call it. Aldi or Aldi?
Now, I will admit that I have called it Aldi, and my mum calls it Aldi as well. But
But
the thing is, it's originally a German company, which suggests it would be called Aldi, so maybe closer to Aldi.
yeah.
But over time, things become anglicised, and then it becomes Aldi. It's a bit like the word caf. It's from cafe.
Cafe.
Of course, a French word.
Just don't pronounce the little bit.
Yeah, so it's become kind of anglicised over the years.
That's right. And there's another word, isn't there? What do you call it? Where it becomes it's like a naughty word becomes sort of like in the English language, doesn't it? You know what I mean, don't you? Where it's like, what's the word?
Words that are a bit taboo.
Yeah, and it sort of becomes in the normal language.
Yeah.
It'll come to me, but yeah, so it's similar to that. There's another word where it's sort of like things that you don't really expect to become normal language then get turned into it, like slang and things like that. It's similar to that. So what else are we going to talk about today?
Well, on Saturday, I was dressed up as a policeman and doing lots of running.
That's right, but I'm sure there was something else as well.
Was there?
Was there? Do you remember? We'd done the toilet rolls, we'd done the policeman, and there was a third thing.
Yeah, we talked about curfews as well.
Curfews.
Apparently, they're going to close all pubs and clubs at 10 p.m.
Yes.
and everyone's going to get kicked out and told, go home. It's past your bedtime.
But then that's nothing new anyway. They used to do that anyway. It used to be midnight and then everyone said, sing a rook.
And now it's 10 p.m.
What are your thoughts on that? Does that affect you at all?
No.
No, because we have to get
I'm in
home.
bed by 8 anyway.
Bed by 8.
Yeah.
I'm not really in bed by 8. That's a bit early for me.
I'm definitely not in bed by 8.
I'm not in bed
but
by
that is a
8.
good thing to aspire to.
Is it? 9's okay, not 8. That's insane. But yes, I do think you're over the top there. 8 o'clock?
Oh, I was only lying. I was just trying to look good.
What time then?
I don't know. I'll lose count.
You lose count.
I'll go
I
to
do
bed
as
when
well.
I'm ready. But I'm not out of the house past 10 o'clock. So.
No,
Same
well,
here.
you're a good
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, I'm always,
Yeah, no.
I'm always last thing in the night. It's just like, right, I need to go to bed in a bit, but before I do, I could do this, and this.
My intention is always to be in bed by 8. But no, definitely not.
That's it. Well,
I try.
you'd think that a normal sort of thing attitude is about 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Yes.
But yeah, back in the day, they used to chuck you out of the pub about 10 o'clock anyway. So it's not really much of a thing.
Yeah.
I used to go home about that anyway. And if you weren't in the mood for the clubs,
Yeah, it's going to be like,
So that's a
just
good
like
thing.
old times.
will this this won't necessarily affect pubs, but will it affect nightclubs? That's
I
an
don't think
They're
interesting
many
not
thought.
open yet, are they?
Yeah, I don't think they're open
Are
anyway.
they not? Are they
no.
not? Oh, okay. Then it won't affect them then because they're not open. That's interesting. I love it. So Nick, tell us about your experiences then, as a policeman person.
On Saturday, I was playing a police officer running after someone. We had to do it 30 odd times. In fact, it was more than that. So yeah, lots of run. That's the thing. Whenever you see a running scene on TV, it's been filmed from every conceivable angle 30 odd times.
Wow.
It
30
happened.
times.
It happened in Spider-Man: Far From Home. It happened in Final Score with Dave Bautista. When I was an extra in both of those films, we had to do lots of running,
Yes.
30 odd times every day. And so this is it's a series called Hard to Leave, which is going to be a feature film, hopefully next year. And it's a series of this is a series of backstories about some of the characters. The series
Okay.
itself is all about gang culture and how people get roped into it, and there's already one out called Eyes Turf. If you look up Hard to Leave, Eyes Turf on Amazon Prime, then the first one you'll be able to see the first episode already.
Okay.
Hasn't got me in it, but there's a great amount of acting talent from London that you can check out, London and surrounding areas. So yes,
Okay.
Hard to Leave, Eyes Turf. That's out on Amazon Prime now, and there'll be more to come in the coming months.
Oh, okay.
Including this one we're currently working on that I'm in, and we're filming more of it next Saturday. So I'm probably going to have to do more running then as well.
Excellent. And we are going to do a special episode about your experience with Dave Bautista on that film, aren't we? Probably
Sounds good
later
to
on
me.
in the week. Yes, that was totally planned. So we're
It
going to
was,
do that later
when
on.
by planned we mean he casually mentioned it last Friday, saying, "Oh, we need to talk about that." We haven't really planned anything else about it since, but it's in the pipeline.
It's in the pipeline. So any thoughts on today's episode while we're here? Suze?
No.
No?
Have you enjoyed guesting with us?
I have really enjoyed it. So thank you very much for letting me come in. I know it was sort of just sprung on you. You didn't particularly want me in the video, but some people just.
That's a lie. We did.
That's a lie, we did. Thanks very much.
It's been
I hope you
brilliant.
enjoyed it.
Enjoy the video and
and
watch
you're-
these guys' amazing videos. They're cool.
Thank you.
Indeed,
And you're
thank you.
welcome to join us again anytime.
Thank you.
Is she?
Wait till you see the comments and I go, who have you got there?
Who's
Get
that?
him out of the video.
Who's this scallywag that said naughty words?
Scallywag.
Scallywag.
Be having atrocious behaviour like that.
Indeed, right. Thank you very much for watching Barmy Badger Army. Look after yourselves, keep safe, keep well. Much love,
Wear
everyone.
your mask.
Wear your mask. Make sure you social distance, and a big thank you to Suze for joining us, guest starring today. And let us know if you enjoyed Suze on the show, and if you think she's fantastic and you want to see her much more, or not at all.
If you have bad comments, don't write them. Just leave me alone.
Yeah, keep them to yourself.
No,
if you've nothing nice to say nothing, as the saying goes.
No, I think you should say it. Say it down below. It's be fun. Bye.